Hello, everybody, and welcome to our coaching sneak peek, Business Women Rock. How exciting is this to have you all here joining us? You're curious, wanting to know more about what we do, and how us regular people, moms, professionals, students, full-time workers, how we've managed to build a business doing what we love, which is working on ourselves while helping others do the same. So, my name is Denise Martino, and I am a wife. I'm a mom of two amazing kids, ages 8 and 11. I'm also a full-time Beachbody coach, and I've been a coach since December 2010. I did share a little bit about myself. If you scroll towards the bottom of the page, you kind of read a little bio. We like to share, or just, I shared a little bit about myself just because I want you all to understand that we are more alike than anything else. And, we all come from the same types of challenges and upbringings and backgrounds and professions. So you're no different than we are. And a lot of us started off with wondering whether or not this opportunity was for us. So this is going to lead me to my topic today, which is those self-imposed, those limiting beliefs that we come into this business wondering whether or not this is really something that we can do. And I'm here to say that that is perfectly normal. You're going to have a lot of what ifs. You're going to wonder whether or not you can really earn an income with this business. You're going to wonder whether or not you have the, what it takes. You're going to question yourself and you're going to doubt yourself. And that is perfectly normal because every single one of us in here went through that. Trust me. Every single successful coach in this network, same thing. Even to this day, there are definitely times where you just kind of wonder, but I will share with you tips and ways that I've been able to overcome a lot of those self-limiting beliefs, and in hopes that you can connect and push yourself to get past those beliefs, right? Because a lot of times we put those pretty much on ourselves. And a lot of that comes from our upbringings. A lot of that comes from, just experiences. Maybe we failed at certain things. Maybe, we didn't follow through with certain things that we said we were going to follow through with in our past. So a lot of that stuff, we kind of carry it with us. So it's okay. I'm here to say that it is totally fine. So the what ifs, it's perfectly normal, and it happens with anything, with any new endeavor in your life, anything that you start that's brand new, you're going to have those types of doubts. It doesn't matter what it is. Limiting self-beliefs is what we call them. And the only way that you're going to really be able to overcome those doubts, honestly, is just doing it. It really is. And I know that's easier said than done, but you never know what you're capable of doing until you push yourself past those limiting self-beliefs. You just never know. And you don't ever want to have that in your mind, like those what ifs, like, well, what if I would have tried doing that? What if, where would my life be? I know that I don't want to live my life that way. So I know with this business, I was terrified. I had a lot of, doubts, and it really came from my own insecurities and my own thoughts of not believing in myself. And as the time passed, and as I continued to push myself, I've been able to get past many of those beliefs to the point now today that I honestly believe that I can do whatever I set my mind to. But I was not that person when I first started coaching and when I first started on my fitness journey. But I just told myself that I'm just going to do it. And part of that was almost putting on blinders, in a sense, and just saying, you know what, I'm just going to head this direction no matter what gets in my way. I'm going to share with you how I did that, because again, you guys are probably saying like, okay, that's easier said than done. There's definitely a process to it. There's definitely kind of thought put into it, and also reaching out to my mentors and my team for a lot of that support, which, we are very blessed to be part of this amazing team, and you've already had a glimpse and have listened to some of our stories. It truly is a blessing that we're all here supporting each other and helping each other, and we want to see all of us succeed in this business. So even during those times that I've doubted myself and I wasn't sure, I would reach out to my mentor, to my coach, to my teammate, and I would seek that support, and I would just quickly kind of snap myself out of it. So one of the things that I often hear when somebody starts this business and signs up as a coach, or if they're just kind of hesitant and not sure if they want to do it, is they say, well, I don't want to bug people, or I don't want to be, that salesperson on the news feed that's trying to push, a product or whatever on my family and friends. And what I want to say about that is that I am no salesperson, and I would have never come into this business if I thought it was all about sales. For me personally, I've always been that nurturing person. I've always been that person that people come to for advice, and I've always thrived and have been really excited about the fact that I can possibly help somebody in some kind of way. And that's why I went into the profession that I did previously, which was social services, because I genuinely love to help people, and I like to help people see that there's a way out and that there is strength and power within them. So in terms of that, what I just mentioned, how some of us may feel like we're bugging people and we don't want to be that person, I wouldn't want you to be that person either. And I don't want anybody on my team to be that way either. And as long as we are using the products and we ourselves are getting amazing results, and when we share, we are sharing from a place with integrity, and we're sharing with passion and excitement and belief in what we do, we're not going to see that as bugging people. Personally, I see us as providing a solution to a problem that somebody has, whether it's physical, whether it's their health, whether it's financial with this coaching opportunity. Once I've developed that belief in what we do, I never, ever see this as I'm bugging somebody. Even if I get someone who contacts me initially about wanting to join, and maybe I lose them somehow, or they get so busy and they don't respond to my messages, I will continue to follow up with that person, because again, I don't see it as me bugging them. I see it as we ourselves are pushing ourselves through this journey. We ourselves are experiencing, challenges and successes, and we are loving what this is doing for us physically, how we feel. And when I share that and put that out on my social media pages, I see that as an opportunity to bless somebody else and to possibly help someone come out of a dark place. So I never see it as I'm bugging anybody. And those that are meant to join and who are looking for this are the ones that will come through, even if it doesn't happen right away, because a lot of times people just kind of have to watch to see what you're doing, and that's human nature. Where they kind of want to get a sense of, okay, what is this, and because it's new to them. And when something's new to you, you want to, you want to maybe do some research and see whether or not this would be something that's right for you. So that's perfectly normal. So when I put my information out there and I'm sharing on social media what I'm doing and how I'm feeling and how, I'm losing this weight and I'm feeling confident, I do that in hopes that it will touch somebody else's life. So I never see it as I'm bugging anybody. So again, when it comes from a place of integrity, if you're using the products, you're getting great results, you're not going to come across as you are annoying or bugging anybody. Another piece of this is that we are such a culture of recommendation. Now think about that. When you go to like this amazing restaurant and you've had, this amazing dish, and this is the first time that you've been there, what's the first thing that you do? You go back on your social media or you connect with your family and friends and you say, oh my God, like you guys have to go to this place. It was delicious, right? So that's exactly what we do. We're experiencing, having such an amazing experience with the community and with the products that we are basically making recommendations to someone. And of course, it's going to be ultimately up to them whether or not they want to go with our recommendations, right? So the second kind of limiting self-belief that I hear a lot is I don't have a big network. And guess what? I didn't have a big network either. I was hardly a Facebook person. I didn't even know what Instagram was. It took me like time to even get on Twitter because that just was not me. But this is an easy one. It's an easy fix because what's going to happen is that you will get training. So you're going to get some mentoring and training from your upline coach as to how to do this. You're going to learn how to do this to skill. And then you're also you're going to add friends to your network every single day. Now, this is easy because Facebook has made it really easy to do that. Instagram, I've basically built my coaching business and my team off of Instagram. And that's because it's really easy to add friends to your network. Facebook is loaded with all types of communities and pages. And when I first became a coach and I started to work this business, I tapped into my old neighborhood pages and my high school. And I didn't, I was just kind of playing with Facebook and I didn't realize that they had a page. And I connected with my old high school friends and I connected with people that I used to live with, that lived in my neighborhood. So it's so easy to do that. Just as long as you commit every day to add people to your network, trust me, it will grow and you won't have a problem with it as long as you do it every day. Just a few people that you're adding. And for the most part, it's social networking. Like this is a social network type of world that we're living in nowadays. Like my 77-year-old dad has a Facebook page. My 80-something-year-old aunt, God bless her soul, I don't know how she does it, she's on Instagram and she's sending me messages on Instagram. It's just amazing. I love it. So don't worry about it. Like if you don't know, you will learn and you'll get a lot of guidance with it. So I don't want to spend too much time on that because that's an easy one, right? That's a no-brainer. The third one is no one will care what I'm doing. So that's definitely, that's one that had crossed my mind when I first joined for just a little bit. But, honestly, for me personally, I didn't really care too much what people thought of me because people are going to think something of you no matter what you do, honestly. But I think a lot of that also comes from your own insecurities and your own belief in yourself. And trust me, once you jump into this community and you start working on your health and fitness, your confidence will begin to build up. Because I've seen it happen with brand new coaches and how they're posting, and just a few weeks into their own fitness journey, they feel amazing, and it really starts to build your confidence up and your belief in yourself. For some, that'll come quicker than for others. Honestly, for me, it took me some time to really believe in myself. And I think that a lot of that came from my upbringing and just a lot of things that, as a child I experienced, and for a long time just didn't really have a good belief in myself, and felt really insecure for a really long time. So in terms of putting your information out there and whether or not anybody will care, the more that you build yourself and work on yourself, the more that this won't be a barrier for you. This won't be a challenge for you. I did a lot of personal development. I still do to this day. I do a lot of personal development. And what that basically means is just tapping into anything. It's an audio. It's, it could be a book that's going to help build you up from the inside. because unfortunately, a lot of us experience things that weigh us down as we become adults, and we carry that baggage with us. I mean, it's life. And I know that for a long time, I had a lot of that baggage. I had a lot of those layers that I had to kind of peel off. And what a beautiful thing that Beachbody and being part of this community really strongly promotes personal development, because it's not just for the business. The personal development and reading really, excuse me, I have a cold, really helped build me up and it's helped me in all aspects of my life, including my relationships with my family and my husband. So I've done a lot of personal development. You don't have to worry about that, because the company provides that to us, and your sponsoring coach will definitely make recommendations. Another piece of this is you just gotta do it. Again, I know it's easier said than done. A lot of us are probably, more introverts, and a lot of us, are more social, and we're out there and we don't care. But you have to have faith and trust in this process. Trust in the person that invited you. Trust, in your team. And we, again, are blessed with so many successful coaches on our team. And we have to trust this process. And you just have to put yourself out there. You just have to do it. I'm sure that if you think about it, there's been things in your life that you've come across that you were scared to do, and you were not sure, but there was something inside of you that kind of told you, you know what, Denise, just do it, right? Because if you don't, you're going to have all these like what ifs. What if I would have done that, right? So sometimes it's just doing it, putting yourself out there, at the same time building yourself up. You will have so much amazing guidance and mentoring from us, from your coach, from your upline, from your team. Trainings will be available to you, so you will never be alone, and you'll never have to have this feeling of, oh, it's just me feeling this way. No, trust me. Whatever you're feeling, more than likely, if you decide to share it with someone on your team or your mentor, your upline coach, more than likely your coach has experienced the same thing. So, with that being said, if you have any questions, please post below. I'm super excited to have you all here. I really hope that you tune in tonight, kind of for like a Q&A, and we're just going to keep it just, really cool and mellow and chat. And just this is the opportunity for you to ask questions and figure out whether or not joining our team would be a good fit for you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.